Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. Picking it up live down at the 10th. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done.
Good contact, good result. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind, just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak placed on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Oh boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West, 617 yards.
Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there.
Long just meant longer.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
So, Frank, we know that the players petitioned back in the 80s to move the PGA Tour event away from PGA West. It's coming back in 2016. But what did Pete Dye say about golf courses being fair or unfair?
Well, he said it actually, he tried to say it with a chuckle, but he always said that golf's not a fair game, so why build a golf course that's fair?
Do you agree with that?
I do now. I think everything has to align itself together. When you looked at the equipment that the players were using, wooden drivers and balls that spun around, they had trouble on windy days, and these golf courses, they really were brutal. But I think now that the ball goes further, the introduction of the metal-headed driver, the utility clubs, all of those things have made these golf courses really come back into favor again. Look at what Jason Day did in 2015 at the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits on a Pete Dye golf course. That's how you have to play the game now. We have to embrace change.
How difficult is this golf course at PGA West? Well, it was ranked 8th on this year's Golf Digest, America's 20 toughest golf courses. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Impressive, goes to 3 under with that birdie for the tournament. Frank, now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
Couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but it requires a better shot.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. This is a good-looking shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from. Hazard.
Maybe wet. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Locked in on the read and the speed. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the California Classic. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
It's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
Safely aboard. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, you just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way.
Ooh, Chance for birdie, birdie. One more birdie, and now tied for the lead.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side, and then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, long gone are the days when you putted with a simple blade. Now you look down and there's a frying pan on the end of a shaft.
Yeah, it looks like grandma's skillet these days. That's what it is. But, you know, putters are like drivers. What they've done with the technology is given you a bigger sweet spot. Even though putting is very, very precise, if you give a person a bigger sweet spot, he's going to make more putts.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
But, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
On the green in regulation. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now, 9 under for the tournament. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards with that water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That will be a great look at birdie. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today.
How did that not go in? Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're at the Career Builder Challenge, early season action. Hole number 10 as we get going on the backside. And Frank, if you're hitting it low and left or you're hitting it high and right, you can make some big numbers out here. A lot of water.
Well, you certainly can, especially for those people that have to tee off the 10th, their first tee shot of the day. somehow sneak it down the left side. 300 yards to get past all those bunkers down the right. I don't know if you want to do that with a cold start. But the further that you can get down this hole, obviously that second shot becomes a little shorter, and you'd like to go in with a short club here. There's a wall, like, I don't know, like the Great Wall of China down that left side of this green.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Wow, rolling the ball beautifully makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the California Classic. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th. Good looking shot right here. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green. Little pitch up there, but even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Go ahead and do that for birdie. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Good contact, good result. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out here on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And getting ready for the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today, it's the final round of the California Classic. Now teeing off here at the par 3 13th. Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday, and he'd do it again today.
Great, too.
Beautiful. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left.
Moving into this second shot here at hole number 14.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
A good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. I tell you, there's long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just a couple of feet. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you've mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect. He's loading up on it.
Look at the corner there.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. This is an eagle putt. The eagle has landed. Wow. Par 3 17th. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years. And this is looking really good. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Good putt. Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long, water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. The stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
Big full swing here. That's the way you want to finish up here at the 18th hole. Excellent drive, and gives himself a good chance to go after this hole location. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
He's made it. Just a great putt and a great win. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.